Let's just say you only had $50 to improve your life. You would feel like you couldn't do much, right? Well, recently I found 10 new items that are all very affordable. And these items have been helping me look better, feel better, and overall just made my life better. Let's start off with something that I've been taking every single day. So this is going to be a supplement. And these are electrolytes. See, back then I would wake up feeling tired and groggy, and my solution to this was just more caffeine. Then I started to realize how terrible that is for you. Slamming down energy drink after coffee, after pre-workout is a good recipe for you to feel like and look, I'm still an avid drinker of these energy drinks. I just tone it down a lot. And especially first thing in the morning, I don't drink coffee. I instead drink salt with water. And then after my runs or my workout, depending on the day, I start taking these electrolytes to help replenish all the sodium that I lost throughout my workout. And in turn, this makes me feel a lot better. When you take more sodium, you're able to retain more water, and then magnesium, potassium, and other electrolytes I don't know off the top of my head. These are all gonna help you feel a lot better. And when you feel better, you're gonna be more motivated to do the things that you need to do in terms of eating right, productivity, and this especially helps with the brain fog that I feel, more specifically that I used to feel every single morning. If somebody says I don't need this because I drink Gatorade, somebody told me that and I actually had no words. Look, most electrolyte drinks out there aren't gonna taste that great. However, the brand that I'm talking about does taste pretty good. We have to keep in mind these are not filled with sugar, these are not filled with artificial flavors, and therefore it's not gonna taste as good as Gatorade. It's not supposed to. Now, the one that I got is a little bit more expensive, so I'm gonna leave the link to this one as well as a few alternatives that I found to be very helpful in my daily routine. The next best item for under $50 is a Whoop. Now, in the grand scheme of things, this is a little bit more than $50, but it's $30 a month depending on which membership that you get. I have had this for well over a year now, and I absolutely love it. This has improved my life because now I am a lot more intentional with the things that I do throughout the day. Because I have something tracking what I do throughout the day, I now feel a little bit more disciplined to make sure that I am getting the right amount of exercise throughout the day and getting the right amount of sleep throughout the night. And being able to see my recovery score has helped me do research to not only make sure that I am getting the proper amount of sleep, but the proper quality of sleep as well. I'm not gonna lie to you, I have been a complete nerd when it comes to my sleep, and the basic rundown is just no blue lights before bed. Make sure you're getting enough sunlight and exercise throughout the day, so that way by the time night comes, you are actually tired and ready to go to sleep. Lower the dosage of caffeine throughout the day, so that way it could at least be mostly out of your system when you are ready to go to sleep. And I gotta say, the way Whoop looks around my wrist, it's definitely been growing on me. At first I thought it looked a little bit dorky, but my opinion, I prefer this well over an Apple Watch or anything similar. Nowadays, I definitely do prefer the design of the Whoop. It easily makes for one of the best purchases that I made recently. The next best purchase you can make are hair products. Just like I mentioned earlier, when you look good, you feel good, and that should definitely apply to your hair as well. When you're having a nice hair day, you are going to feel a lot more attractive and more confident. And if you want to have a good hair day every single day, the best place to check out is today's video sponsor, Blumon. They recently had a total rebrand, and I gotta say, I am a huge fan of the new packaging. That being said, the products are still just as reliable as ever, and I always like experimenting with new hair products from Blumon because every single product that Blumon releases is an absolute gem. That's why it's so easy to recommend this brand to anybody, because their hair products are so versatile to any hair type or hairstyle. So let me show you exactly what I've been doing to style my hair. So in the mornings, whether I'm just wetting my hair or hopping out the shower, I dry my hair until it is damp. From here, I put in the pre-styler. As of lately, the pre-styler of choice has been this wax fiber. Using this as a pre-styler is going to make sure that your hair is more texturized, more voluminous, and this fiber wax is perfect if you have thicker and wavier hair, just like mine, because this fiber wax is perfectly light and still gives you more control than other creams or powders do. And thanks to any products of Blumon, your hair is going to be nourished and hydrated. Once applying in small amounts to my hair, since I have wavy hair, I like using a blow dryer with a diffuser. It helps lock in curls and waves. So if you have a similar hair type, that's exactly what I recommend. Once it gets to a point that I like and it's still just damp enough to apply more hair products, I use the heavy clay for a post styler. This is going to make sure that everything I just did is going to be locked into place for the rest of the day. And it's literally that simple. Having a great hairstyle doesn't have to take a long time. It's all about routines and finding what works for you. That being said, Blumon has any products for any hair type. You can definitely find what you're looking for at Blumon. You're going to love this new packaging. And if you've never tried Blumon products in your own hair, you are going to love what it does for your hairstyle and honestly, just for your confidence. So the stack of choice is going to be the first link in the description, and you could use code Aaron for 10% off. The next best purchase that I made is Gorilla Mode Sleep. I've been using Gorilla Mode supplements for years now, and that's because the guy who created it is a very trusted individual, and therefore this brand has become a very credible source. And I've tried plenty of different sleeping aids. Gorilla Mode Sleep has easily been the #1 choice. All the ingredients are natural. There's nothing sketchy in there. Unlike other sleeping aids, I don't wake up feeling groggy and tired. I in fact feel the exact opposite. I feel well rested and ready to get out of bed. And just like what I was talking about earlier, especially with the Whoop, I could track how good I slept throughout the night, and using Gorilla Mode Sleep has definitely shown in my Whoop that I have been well rested. So if you're one of those guys who has trouble sleeping at night, this one is at least worth a try. Again, it's worked for me. Some people react to supplements differently, but if nothing else is working for you, you might as well give it a try. The next item is going to be a grooming kit. Having everything you need in one pouch makes it so much easier to do what you need to do when it comes to grooming. This one I picked up from a GQ box. If you don't know by now, GQ actually sends out boxes every single month, which is a cool subscription to have. But even if you don't want that, just go out on Amazon or even Target and find a grooming kit that works for you. I just like the way this one looks. If you really want, you can look up the brand itself to pick it up directly from them. It's actually one of the best nail clippers that I've ever had. It cuts very smoothly, and therefore something as annoying as cutting your nails, you can take care of in minutes if you have the right grooming kit. This is just one of those things that you need to do. This is really a non-negotiable. Having long and dirty fingernails is gross, and trust me, I know the feeling. Sometimes I forget to do so. Sometimes I get lazy to do it. Just schedule a day once a week. For me, it's Sundays. So every Sunday, I do what I need to do, and therefore I get it out the way. I don't have to think twice about it, and it's not going to necessarily make you look better, but it will prevent you from looking worse, which at the end of the day is a huge bonus for most guys. I definitely try my best to be as organized as possible. That being said, my room is still lacking behind. So if you're like me and you're always forgetting stuff, one of the best purchases you can make is a tracker for your wallet. More specifically in the shape of a card, because an Apple tag in your wallet is just extremely bulky and annoying. And so getting this one, which is slightly thicker than a credit card, is a great way to make sure that you are never losing your wallet, especially one that works with Find My, because when you do lose it, you can check your phone to make sure that you didn't leave it behind somewhere else. And then also you could have it play a noise, so that way it's a lot easier to find. Again, I always lose my stuff, so having something like this is extremely essential, especially because my wallet is black and everything else in my room is also black. So it makes it extremely hard to find. But this purchase, which you could probably find for under 20 bucks, is definitely a lifesaver. Now, of course, I have to talk about something to elevate your style, because that is going to gain you more confidence. So let's talk about one of the best purchases you can make for under $50 that's going to improve your style. I would say if you haven't already, buy your first chain. Having a chain that you could wear every single day is something that you don't have to think twice about. You could honestly never take it off, and it's going to help improve any outfit. So what are the best places to find a chain for under $50? I've definitely browsed around. My favorite one is this one from Crafted London. It's super minimal. I got it in gold. It's actually gold plated, which is why it's so affordable. That being said, it's not going to turn your neck green. I've worn this in the shower, the beach, plenty of places, never had an issue with it. And that's exactly why I'm so picky when it comes to my jewelry, especially if it's going to be plated. I want to make sure that it's not going to fade or turn my skin green. And Crafted London is one of those places that not only do I recommend, but it's very credible on the internet. A lot of people like this place, and I think it's for good reason. Now, when it comes to $50, again, you can't get much. However, something that I'm really big into is making sure that you look good in every single part of your life. One thing that I did was go to Gymshark and buy some clothes to make me motivated to go to the gym more. However, that's really never been a problem for me, but whenever I look good in the gym, it makes me want to stay longer. It makes me want to push harder. And I get it, some people think that's dumb, but that works for me. And therefore, I recently went to Gymshark and bought a bunch of clothing, all in the color black, because let's be real, the color black in the gym just looks sick. So here's exactly what I bought. Compression shirts in the gym is just one of those things that you cannot go wrong with. It's going to make you look good. Now, we talked about grooming earlier, but I gotta say, one item for grooming that I genuinely cannot live without is a Philips Norelco. This makes it so easy to shave and get rid of any unwanted facial hair, and you can quite literally do this in just a couple minutes. Especially for you younger guys, this one is very essential, especially if you don't want to take the time to learn how to properly shave. And let's be real, shaving at times can just be very tedious. So having a Philips Norelco in hand, it just makes it so much easier and more convenient. Probably one of my favorite items to have in my grooming routine. Now, I gotta say, I have to at least mention one thing when it comes to clothing. Right now, we're entering the fall, and it is so hard to find something for under $50, especially something that's pretty decent, high quality. But I am very excited to start shopping for the fall, and I hope you're excited for those videos that are going to come out. But for right now, the jacket of choice is this linen chore jacket from Hollister. Now, I know it's linen, so it's really not the best option to wear in the fall and winter. And right now, where it's still kind of hot at times, this is the jacket that I've been wearing a ton of. So I know at times it's hard to find something that looks good, that can improve your life and be affordable at the same time. That being said, if you are on the younger side and you need more items to help you look your best, here's a video showing you the best items for under $100.